isn't on wheels. So I had to start seated, hands on our laps, either face up or face down, and soles of the feet to the earth. But before we really get started, I wanted to talk a little bit about rhythm and about how, as human beings, we are a part of nature. We're not separate from it. We are, if you take a walk in the woods, you're not walking as something, as a separate entity to what's going on around you. You're walking through, like, yourself, basically. We're a part of it, just like the birds and the trees. And sometimes we forget that. We get into these like made up human rhythms and this like made up human schedule that we all created together. You know, we're all, it's like this network of a schedule that we've all just made up. And we can sometimes forget about how important it is to be connected to the rhythms of nature. And those are rhythms that don't change. Not like the way our rhythms have changed recently, right? Like our schedules are totally thrown up in the air, and we're kind of putting it all back together, and only to go back the way we were. But the rising of the sun, the setting of the sun, the rising of the moon, the setting of the moon, the seasons changing, birds migrating, turtles migrating, flowers opening and closing. These are rhythms that they're eternal. They're part of nature, and the heartbeat of the earth. So it's really awesome and really important for us to know that no matter what is going on in our human schedules that we've created, we can connect to the natural rhythms. We have a representation of that right in our chest. Our heart has our own natural rhythm that's beating in time with nature's rhythm. So I'm going to play some drums today. Hopefully you'll be able to hear, but if not, that's okay. And we can do this whenever we're starting to feel a little ungrounded. We can play some, like, either like a Native American or African drumming or Indian drumming. And these are really ancient beats. And it's in a lot of music today too. But just listening to some, just maybe slow, steady drumming. Gently close your eyes. Feel your feet rooted into the light and energy of the earth. Imagine Mother Earth's beating heart at her center. Imagine each and every being across this planet, all heartbeats beating in time with Mother Earth's heartbeat. Feel the energy from the earth rise up through the soles of your feet. Spiraling around your spinal column, illuminating your heart, your throat, shining right up the crown of your head up into the cosmos. Send energy down through the soles of your feet. Let that energy of pushing down, let your spine ascend to the sun. So sitting up comfortably tall, like a peaceful warrior. Pelvic floor pulling up. Belly button coming towards the back of your spine and gently up into your ribs. And this is more energetic than it is a forceful muscle contraction. It's like almost like you're putting on like armor, but a permeable boundary. Heart lifts, shoulder blades gently kiss back behind. Feel the energy pulse up and down through your body from the center of the earth up to the cosmos and back down again. And this is in rhythm. Down to Mother Earth, up to Father Sky. Down to Mother Earth, up to Father Sky. Take a breath in, let your eyes gently flutter open, reach your arms up to the sky. Exhale, bring your thumbs to your heart. Let your right ear drop down towards your right shoulder. Let your chin come through center and open up to the other side. So left ear, left shoulder. Just roll from side to side like this through your neck. Your own rhythm. Keep going. And come back to center. Looking straight ahead. And turn your gaze over your right shoulder. So everything stays in alignment. You're just turning your gaze over your right shoulder. And bring your chin back to center and look over to your left shoulder. Bringing your gaze back to center. Place your right hand on your heart and roll through your left shoulder. Belly button pulling in and up. Like you can feel this roll through your left shoulder coming from your abdominals. Really feel it. You might even bend into your left elbow a little bit. Inhale, let left arm reach to the sky, spin the left palm forward. Heart lifts. Bend into the left elbow, let the left hand come to the base of your neck. Exhale. Bring left arm out to the side, reach forward, and take left hand to the heart, and roll through the right shoulder. Belly button pulling in and up, so you're feeling this motion coming from your core. Either big open circles or bending into the right elbow. It's like your whole body is moving. As you're pushing down through your feet, the whole body is flowing. Inhale, bring it up, right arm reaches to the sky. We lean back just a little bit, nice strong core. Shoulders come back up above the hips, bend into the right elbow, right hand to the lower part of your neck. Bring it out to the side. Reach the right fingers, scoop it forward. And bring right hand on top of the left. And extend both arms out in front. Spread your fingers nice and wide, flexing your wrists. Breathe in. Breathe out. Right elbow comes back behind. So you're feeling this opening up in the heart, right? So we're on our computers a lot. We're like this a lot. So here you're opening that up. Right hand comes back to meet the left. Left hand, left elbow goes back behind. Again, feeling it from the core. Go from side to side like this. Your own rhythm, this natural rhythm. So some of us might want to move a little quicker. You find that you're hitting the back of your chair, you can just go like Go to the side of your chair, no problem. Move from side to side. And make sure you're getting this stretch right here. Oh, get that stretch. One more each side. And come back to center, reach arms up overhead. Take hold of opposite elbows. Push down through your feet. Root your sits bones to your chair. Lean out over to the right. Inhale, come back to center. Lean out over to the other side. Breathe in, take it back up. Exhale, let your arms come down by your sides. Let's do our little ab work again. You stay right where you are. I'm gonna move the chair. Okay, so come up onto your toes and wiggle back a little bit. Now hold onto your chair. Scoop your tailbone underneath so you can balance. Even if you keep your toes on the floor, no problem. But you're balancing on like your sacrum almost, your sits bones here. Now hands to your chair. You can either stay right here and just belly button to the back of the spine, feel that start, right? I'm up on my toes. If you want, lift your knees, scoop your tailbone even more. If you want, arms might lift. So it's gonna add a little bit of balance. You're gonna have to really pull your belly button to the back of your spine. Well, 3. Check in with your lower back if you have your arms lifted. 2. And 1. Hands to the chair if your arms lifted. Feet come back down and let's just fold. So elbows to your thighs. Let your head hang heavy. And if this feels okay, you can even go ahead and rest your belly right on your thighs. And again, let your head hang heavy. You sway a little bit from side to side. You can do this if your elbows are on your thighs too. Find a little bit of flow and fluidity in your body. Shake your head out a little bit. And bring it back up. Bring it back up. If your hands were down, place hands to thighs. Inhale, both arms reach up. Exhale, thumbs to the heart. And make your way to the back of your chair. Let's stand up. Okay. All right, our lightning bolt pose here to really fire the body up. Belly button pulling in and up. You can use the chair for balance, but your toes are facing towards the chair. Bend into your knees. Make sure your knees don't go past your toes. Belly button pulling in and up. I say that a lot because sometimes I find myself forgetting. All right. Now you can keep your hands on your chair. You can take your thumbs to your heart. You can bring your arms up by your ears. Either way, we're pausing here for about 5 breaths. Breathing smooth and slow. So even though we're in this posture where the body is like, oh my goodness, we're bending our knees and something's happening, you want to breathe smooth and slow. Feel that energy from the center of the earth, right? Down to Mother Earth, up to Father Sky. Breathe in. And breathe out. Take it all the way up. Lengthen the legs. Heart lifts. And bring your shoulders back up above your hips. Take a step back. What's happening here is we have hands on chair. Heel toe your feet a little bit further than hip width distance apart. And let your heart drop down towards the earth. Now this is going to look different for everyone. Some of us might be right here. Whew. Opening up through the chest. Opening and lengthening of the lower back. If it feels good here, you can even find a little sway from side to side, only if it feels good. back to center. Lift up, lift up. Step towards your chair again. Hands to the chair, belly button pulling in and up, heart lift, shoulders roll back and down. If you want here, take your hands right to your lower back, right above your hips. You can either have your hands facing down or facing up. I'm gonna have mine facing down. It looks like this, okay? Little bend into the knees, squeezing your elbows back behind, like they could touch. They probably won't, but maybe they do. It would be fun. Heart lifts. Breathe in. Breathe out. Release, release. Take your hands to the chair. Let your head hang heavy. So it's like a counter stretch. Inhale, unroll to a nice tall spine. Heel toe your feet closer together. So your feet are centered behind your chair. Let your right foot stay right there. Extend your left foot back. So we have our warrior feet. Spin the left heel in. So right heel in line with the left, the middle of the left foot back behind. Make sure this right knee doesn't go past your toes. So if you're like this, ease back, wiggle this right foot forward. Right knee right above the right toes. And this can be, it doesn't have to be a huge stance. This is our warrior stance. Maybe some of us have our feet a little bit further apart. It doesn't have to be. But as long as this right knee doesn't go past the right toes. Okay. Right hand on the chair. Open up to your warrior two. If you want, both arms can be out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Adding those arms that we did earlier, flex your left wrist. Then bend to the left elbow, bring your left hand by the heart, reach your left hand forward, and then open it back up. So you're feeling this twist. Really add your breath. Keep moving like this, your own rhythm. So the inhale brings the elbow back. The exhale takes it forward. Maybe 3 more. Last one. Open back up to your warrior two. And place your left hand on your left hip. Either push into the chair and just kind of lean back a little bit, or the right arm can come up by the right ear. Breathe in. Breathe out. Inhale, bring it back. Both hands to the chair. Step the left foot up to meet the right. And take a little step back, or standing pigeon stretch. So belly button pulling in and up. Bend into the knees. Use the chair for balance. Right ankle comes just above into the outside of the left knee. Now we don't want the left knee to go past the toes. So if you want to deepen the stretch, send your hips back. This is so nice. We have the chair for balance here. And again, this is going to look different for everyone. Maybe just getting your leg up here, you're already starting to feel the stretch. No problem. You might not even lean back at all. Flex this right foot. This will align the joints. 3 breaths here. This is also a balance posture, so be super kind to yourself. All right, lengthen it up. Let the right foot cross over the left foot. Okay. Left hand stays to the chair. Right arm reaches up overhead. Lean out over to the left. Strong lower abs, bring it back to center. Let the right hand come back down. Uncross the right foot. Give it a little bit of movement here. We have our warrior sequence on the other side. So go ahead, step your feet centered, so you're centered behind your chair. Left foot stays where it is, right foot extends back, spin the right heel down. Make sure this left knee is not going past the toes. Right heel is rooted to the earth. And if you want to really line it up, left heel is in line with the middle of the right foot back behind you. Left hand can stay on the chair, right arm reaches out. Right, back right, so your right hand is in line with your right shoulder. Breathe in, breathe out. Flex the right wrist. Add the arm, bend into the right elbow, right hand passes through the heart and reaches forward. You're feeling this twist. Inhale, open up. Exhale. Inhale. If you want, you can lift the left arm. Take 3 more. Really pushing down through the feet. Feeling the rhythm. I think that was 3. Okay. Come back to your warrior 2 arms. Take your right hand to your right hip. And you can just stay right here like this and lift the heart a little bit, so it's like a little lean back, or if you want, bring your left arm up by the left ear. Inhale. Exhale, bring it back. Both hands to the chair. Right foot comes up to meet the left. Step back just a little bit. We have our standing pigeon stretch on the other side. So right foot stays right to the earth. Bend into your knees as your left ankle comes just above into the outside of the right knee. Flex that left foot, that'll align the joints. We don't want the right knee to go past the toes. So if you want to deepen the stretch, you can step back a little. That was a little close. But send the hips back rather than going, ooh, that feels terrible, don't do that. Send the hips back. Or again, right, just like this, you might already be feeling the stretch, and this is what it looks like for you, no problem. Breathe in. Breathe out. 2 more breaths. Big belly breaths. Here we go, bring it back up. Left foot comes down, cross the left foot over the right, right hand to the chair, left arm reaches up overhead, lean out over to your right. Breathe in. And breathe out, come back to center, uncross the left foot. Add a little bit of movement. And let's sit back down. So I'm gonna move my chair to face you. Okay. Sit back on your chair. We need some twisting here. Okay, so wiggle your feet so you're at an angle. You can either keep, I'm on my toes here, but you can either keep both feet to the earth, or if you want to deepen this stretch we're about to do, I think we did this 2 weeks ago, you can cross your right leg over your left, take your, the outside of your right arm to the inside of the right knee here, and your left hand, oh, I'm opposite you. I'm opposite, so it looks like this is my left hand and my left knee. But left hand, right hand back behind, I'll do it. Or you can have your right hand to the outside of the left knee. Twisting towards the back of your chair. Breathe in. Breathe out. And nice and easy, release this. Come back to center. Uncross that foot if you crossed it. And just a little seated cat-cow. So you stay there, but I'm going to move so you can see. Just move through your spine, or even just pause right here. And then open up. Let's find your twist on the other side. So tiptoeing till you're now at the angle to your left. Either keep your knees right here, or if you want to deepen it a little bit, cross the right leg over the left. The outside of your your left forearm, right forearm coming the inside of your left knee. Your right knee. It's a good thing there's only two choices for directions. Okay, so we're twisting, this time other direction. So my left hand is back behind, or you can have that knee uncrossed. And twist. Breathe in. Breathe out. And ease your way out of this twist, unwind. Uncross that leg if you crossed it. Come back to center. Our little cat-cow flow. And our final meditation here, our final posture. So feet to the earth, hands on your knees, either face up or face down. Spine ascending to the sun, feeling this gentle opening of your heart, imagining light shining out from your heart space, front and back, like a lighthouse. Connect with the rhythms of nature. The energy, prana pulsing down to Mother Earth, up to Father Sky. Gently close your eyes. Finding the rhythm in the pause. Finding your rhythm, your natural rhythm in the pause. Allow your eyes to gently flutter open, reach your arms to the sun. Exhale, thumbs to the heart. Namaste. Namaste.
Stay.